Hey YouTube, this is nyOPERAguy, and I wanted to make a video today about the coolest 8-year-old girl in the world talks about Bill O'Reilly. I could go on and on about why I disagree with this video, why I feel that having an 8-year-old child propagate your views, whether they're pro or anti anything that these people did to promote their band was wrong. But that's not really what I wanted to talk about in terms of this video. Now let me just start off by saying I love YouTube. I love posting videos, and I spend as much time as I possibly can watching videos. And if you look around on YouTube, you'll find videos propagating everything. There's some very pro-Christian videos out there, anti-Christian, pro-Muslim, anti-Muslim. Original content creators cover the entire scope of every topic imaginable. And that's good, because YouTube is a community, and it's represented by many different thoughts and many different opinions. Everybody on YouTube is represented by someone or another. My problem with this particular video is the fact that it was featured on the main page. Now when you look through the featured video section on YouTube, you see a lot of robotic videos, a lot of comedy videos. There was that one video about what are you thankful for that was really awesome on there. Pretty much they cover a broad spectrum of things. However, one thing that they have been very consistent is not letting personal opinions appear on the featured page. Now, that to me is a very good business move, because what you do by allowing personal opinions on your front page is you're alienating half of your audience. This video, the coolest 8-year-old girl in the world talks about Bill O'Reilly, is offensive not only to Christians like myself, but pretty much anyone in any organized religion. It pretty much dismantles and rips apart just about everybody, mainly Christians. And it definitely, talks bad about Republicans. There's no sense that it would be featured on YouTube. Now, I know a lot of you atheists and left-wingers are probably like, screw you, because, this is how we think, and we're happy that this video is on here. What if YouTube started featuring right-wing videos? Or what if they started featuring praise God videos? I think you guys would be really pissed about that, wouldn't you? It's just not the place for it. To add insult to injury, this video was put up in December, which is on the Christian calendar and on the Muslim calendar and on the Jewish calendar, a pretty intense month. We all have very big holidays this month coming up. As a Christian, I speak of the day that we set aside to recognize the birth of Jesus Christ. Now, before you start posting comments about December 25th is not Jesus' birthday, I know that, but it's the day that we set aside to recognize. The fact that YouTube would put probably the most controversial featured video up on this month, bashing Christians and other religions, baffles me. I don't understand at all why they would put that video up at this time. A lot of you say, well, it's a good thing that because it's sparking debate and it's causing conversation. Look at all the comments on it. Featured videos, they're just kind of videos to draw in a mass audience who are going to relate to what is being on these videos, or are going to say, wow, that's really cool, or oh, how touching, or that's hysterical, I want to watch more YouTube. I'm telling you right now, any Christian or Muslim or Jew or Republican who's never been to YouTube before and sees that as their first video is going to be really turned off and probably not going to want to watch YouTube. Now, I'm sure a lot of you are saying, well, that's good, because we don't want any of those people on YouTube anyway. But, that's kind of being fascist if you're thinking that way. And I know a lot of people like to throw around the fascist word. Perhaps a dictionary definition of fascism would stop people from throwing it around so lightly. Fascism, a governmental system led by a dictator having complete power, forcibly suppressing opposition and criticism, regimenting all industry, commerce, etc., and emphasizing an aggressive nationalism and often racism. when you really get the true definition there of what fascism is, calling anyone in this country, whether he or she is a hardcore liberal or a hardcore conservative, a fascist, is really an asinine statement. In fact, those who throw that word around the most tend to be fascists themselves. But back to point. I personally have a policy that I do not flag videos, and I do not rate videos with 1 star. If I like a video, I give it 5 stars. If I see a video I dislike, I don't flag it, and I don't give it 1 star, I just kind of move on. However, this is the kind of video that I would imagine people would flag if it was not on the featured page. Because you have an 8-year-old child cursing up a storm, ripping apart God in any form, ripping apart religion, calling people an ass, and talking about getting medieval on people's asses. Now, yeah, the little kid is an actress, and people say, well, you know, we've seen so-and-so in The Sixth Sense, and all these other movies, kids are acting. I understand that. However, Steven Spielberg didn't direct this little girl. They claim in the description that it was done by award-winning documentary team. And they dressed the little girl up like a slut and have her basically say the most vulgar, disgusting things a little girl could say. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not angry at the little girl. The little girl doesn't know anything about what she talked about, I'm sure. Although I would imagine her parents probably have spoon-fed these things to her entire life. But the little girl, I'm not mad at. It's the parents, and in this case, I'm upset with YouTube. This is a video that should not have been featured. Now, I know to anyone out there who tries to get their videos featured on YouTube, it's like trying to find a needle in a haystack, you know, figuring out how they choose featured videos. I even have a friend, Locanut, who says he received an email response from YouTube saying they could not feature his videos because they contained too much adult content. Too much adult content? What this little girl said is disgusting, and this video is featured. That makes no sense. The only things that you could pretty much count on about featured videos is that they seem to be very random and they were really not controversial. Now, a lot of people are applauding YouTube for, you know, stepping over the line and throwing something out there that was going to be very controversial. If this video was a video with a little 8-year-old girl talking about how good the Republicans were and how stupid liberals are and how all atheists are mind-numb morons who need to wake up to the fact that there's an afterlife, I would still have the same problem with it being featured on the front page of YouTube. Because that's not what the front page of YouTube has ever been about. And I'm not trying to put my own policies into what the front page should be about. I'm going back in history of YouTube and looking at what these videos have had in common. The only thing they have had in common is that they have not caused strife among the community like this one has. YouTube, I love you. I love you with all my heart. And I love everyone out there who's watching this. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of hater comments because of this video. Whatever, I say what I think. For now, this is New York Opera Guy signing off. Have a wonderful day and have a Merry Christmas.
Direction to perfection. Oh, no, 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 help me out. Yeah.